Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 136. Ah! I'm Batman. Actually, I am your co-host, Yamjuice.
And I'm your co-host, Flex.
And today, we've got a very special panel with some very special guests. Oh! Sorry, I screwed up the intro. We've got on the left side of your screen, we've got none other than Mr. Willie Shot You. Yeah! What up, Willie?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much here. And then on the right part of your screen, we've got Mr. Silent. Yeah! What's going on, Silent?
It's a great day in a warm state. Let's put it that way. Glad I'm not up north.
What's the temperature where you are? Is it so? It's warm there.
We ran 70, 75 today.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Hey, we got up to 50 today. 53, matter of fact.
Oh, geez.
We got up to 41.
Well, I don't know what temperature it is, but it's pretty damn nice.
Temperature, Austin, Minnesota.
Here's a list of places I found.
Here's a list.
Don't do that. I would tell you all the porn shops you've been going to.
Uh-oh. You're in trouble now. You're busted. Hey, but if you want a good deal, Flex can steer you not wrong. So, anywho. So, Flex, what's going on?
Oh, not much. Been busy trying to stave off the pain in my shoulder.
Yeah. Well, see, what you want to do is you want to take a hammer and whack your hand, and then you don't notice your shoulder hardly at all.
The doctor didn't say nothing about that.
See, that's folk medicine. you gotta follow Dr. Yammy's advice. So there's big news afoot in the gaming community. Big news. What would that big news be? Who wants to volunteer?
It would be Battlefield Hardline.
Call of Duty Hardline.
Yeah,
the Battlefield. Yeah, the Battlefield Hardline beta, open beta, not just a closed beta. This is like everybody who's got a gaming machine can get in on this. PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PC. You can probably get it on your toaster.
Maybe. All 300,000 people are playing it.
Not the Wii.
I don't know if it's on the Wii U. I don't actually think it's on the Wii U.
It is not.
No.
Well, it's on all the real consoles. Shots fired. Sorry, Wii U. Okay. Sorry about that. So
that's where Silent came from.
I know. We just had you on the show just the other day. So that was just joshing. I wish I had a Wii U.
No, you don't.
Hey, Mario Kart, man.
Do you still have it, Silent?
No, I sold it and bought more games.
Did you have Mario Kart?
Yeah. We actually played that a little bit with some of the guys.
Well, on the Wii, that was fun as fuck, man. That was one of the first
Mario Kart.
Addicted.
Yeah.
I was addicted. I got 100% completion on that. That was one of the first games. I think maybe the first game I ever did that. So I have a soft spot for Nintendo, even though they're kind of dumbasses in a lot of ways.
Hell, we liked the Wii Sports. We would have parties and everybody be doing the Wii Sports and getting worn out, and it was a good workout.
It's funny though. It's like you're playing the boxing or the tennis or whatever. You're doing like the backhands and the forehands, and you're boxing and you're doing roundhouse punches and all that. And then you realize later you can just take the controller and just flick it.
Yeah,
these tiny little flicks, and it does the same thing.
Yeah, not as fun though. I mean, I was tennis. I mean, I scored like all the way up there on tennis, but I had to watch out for the ceiling fans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you actually would get a workout with that shit.
I ripped off a rotator cuff playing Tiger Woods golf.
Oh,
See,
shit.
there you go.
Yeah, that was one of my rotator cuff surgeries.
Yeah, when they first came out with the Wii, they just had the controller, but then later they came out with they had the condom, the rubber condoms on them.
Yeah. They had the steering wheels you could put them in for the Mario Kart.
That was fun. That was fun. If you didn't have a steering wheel, you could just hold it sideways and still do it as if it was a steering wheel.
But it wasn't as much fun.
It wasn't as much fun. It wasn't. Or you could connect a GameCube controller, I guess, and still play a lot of those games.
Yeah.
Again, not as much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the big news is the open beta for Battlefield Hardline. I played a little tiny bit of it, not enough to be much good, but I do have a few impressions. Flex, did you play it?
I played it extensively.
Okay, and you other fellas, how did you play it?
A lot. I mean, Flex, pretty much the three of us, we were in it every night up until last night. And finally, everybody just got tired of it, and we went to Battlefield 4.
Battlefield 4, yeah.
I think you had even dropped out before that, didn't you, Flex?
You guys were just going to play Battlefield, so I dropped out before you.
Yeah.
Battlefield.
Well, the guy on the other side was like 50-9 or something on a 47-9.
I was burned out after playing Hardline.
Okay, so Hardline, some of the differences between this and other previous iterations of Battlefield games is the most main thing that you notice immediately is it's cops and robbers. Okay, it's no longer two armies fighting. It's like you've got the police and you've got the criminals. And they've got several new game types. They've still got Conquest. Okay, but like in this particular beta, they had two brand new game modes, Heist and Hotwire. Who wants to talk about Hotwire first?
Well,
Silent, let's hear from you.
Yeah, I mean, Hotwire is... my impressions is I don't know that alone would get me to buy the game, and I won't disclose whether I'll buy it yet or not, but it's moving capture. It's kind of like capture the flags and domination, kind of all rolled into one. The flag is constantly moving,
moving fast in nondescript cars, which kind of bugs me. That's one of the things I was thinking about today. Is why don't you just cough up some money and then call it a Mustang, or kind of instead of just making it look like a little bit of a Mustang, or why didn't they buy that licensing?
Sedan. It's all nondescript. The van looks better than any of the rest of them.
It does.
Yeah.
So, I mean, games like Need for Speed and some of those others, they pay up the money to get the rights to use the names. Why don't? I mean, they're just trying to cheap us out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised that they require that you have to pay, because it's good advertising for the car. I mean, Ford, like, I want to make a Mustang in my game. Like, why wouldn't Ford just let them use it because it's advertised as Mustangs? People might say, hey, I like this in the video game so much, I'll buy a car.
Yeah.
Not sure how that would work. Would they charge to use their logo? I don't know.
Yeah, they probably would have had to pay up if they wanted to do that. Well, Grand Theft Auto, they don't have real Chevys and Fords and stuff. They have, like, cars that look sort of like them.
Oh.
Yeah, so Grand Theft Auto didn't pay the money either.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto did the same thing.
So does this game feel a little bit like, did either of you guys play Grand Theft, or have you played any version of Grand Theft? Does it feel a little like that at all to you?
I didn't play the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't know either.
I played Grand Theft Auto. It's not like Grand Theft Auto. It's the Hotwire game is similar in some ways to Grand Theft Auto, but it's not really anything like it, no.
Yeah. Well, one thing about Battlefield, it has big maps, compared to some other shooters, but when you're driving a muscle car, like, and you're putting the pedal down, it's like, it doesn't take long to get from one end of the map to the other end of the map. There's not that far you can go.
And they're smaller anyway. I mean, I think they're smaller anyway for the mode. I don't know. I think they're too small.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty small map to try to open up a muscle car.
Wide open.
It's not long before you're hitting the emergency brake and doing a J turn or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think something mentioned that. I mean, we're only getting a handful of the maps. What, 3 of them? I think we've seen, and they said all of them are generally going to be smaller than Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why do you think that is? Do you think they're trying to Call of Dutyify this game?
Yeah, the pace.
I think they are.
It seems like it. It really
feels
does.
a lot like Call of Duty.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I played, my impression was the very first thing I noticed is like, damn, you take people down fast.
Yeah. And you get killed fast.
The time to kill is way different. It seems like it's just like Call of Duty, same exact kind of time to kill. It's like you just point your gun at them and pull the trigger and plop, they drop.
Yeah.
You can get a double kill. Maybe if you're in the right position, you could even get a triple kill on one mag.
I think the vehicles are way too easily destroyed. Also,
I was going to bring that up too. Yeah. One grenade and you can blow up a vehicle.
Oh yeah,
and that's
right. Well, so how are they going to handle that? Because Battlefield is known for the vehicles and the tanks and all the different iterations of vehicles. And what's the biggest vehicle that they've got?
The fuel truck.
Yeah,
they have the police have a
police RV.
Yeah, it's like a police RV, and
it's like a paddy wagon control center.
Yeah, but there
or
are guns in the windows, just little
it's
little
armored.
mini guns.
Yeah, but is it armored like a Abrams tank kind of armored?
No, I mean again, you're a couple grenades and it's blown up.
Yeah.
Even gunfire or gunfire's damaging vehicles.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if you rip through 2 clips out of your gun, you can blow up most cars.
Yeah, and Battlefield, the guns didn't do anything to tanks. There's no damage at all.
Right.
What handheld weapons, or like the 50 cal or the mini, get no damage on tanks.
Right. So you have to have explosives or launchers or something to take them out.
Yeah.
Or some kind of gadget or doodad or something. So, do you think they're trying to de-emphasize vehicle play? Because, like, the helicopters are not as beefy. The ground vehicles are not as beefy. Do you think they're trying to make it more of a ground-based game, like running around?
Yeah, I think they're trying to lure in all the Call of Duty players.
Because, like, even like the Stinger, you can't equip the Stinger. You have to find it as a pickup.
Yeah, it's on the map.
That I hate that. And I only think RPGs. I haven't seen an RPG in any kit.
No,
you got those are pickups too.
Yeah. So
they threw kind of a Halo flavor to it too with the pickup weapons.
Yeah, that's like Halo.
Yeah, there's no LMGs. You got to pick those up as well.
Right.
And
so
the weapons are very limited in each class also.
Well, this is a beta, so I mean, is there more that we're not seeing? That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know, but I think they may have scared a lot of people off. If they haven't put their stuff in there, shame on them. Because I think people, are buying this game as playing it as a demo to see if they want to buy it.
Right. Well, this is this is like the modern version of a demo or of a beta. A lot of games lately have done this where they have the quote beta a few weeks before the game launches. When does the game launch?
March 17th. Yeah, 17th.
So okay, just over a month. Okay, so you could argue that they're stress testing the servers and all that. But then some people might argue about the contents of the game or the way the game looks, the graphics, the textures. Don't worry, that's all going to be fixed. This is just a beta.
Yeah, we've heard that before. And what game was it? Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, like Willie, I know that you were around for the Battlefield 4 beta. Silent, were you around for the Battlefield 4 beta?
No, I was not.
Okay. So Willie, what would you say? Like when you played the Battlefield 4 beta, what was your impression compared to the beta compared to the full game? Was there was it very different, or was it? What was
No,
your-
I mean, it was a good representation of what it was gonna be like. They only had Shanghai, so you just pretty much played that over and over and over. And it was a 64-player conquest. I can't remember if there are any other modes. It's pretty much the only mode I play. Was there other
There
modes?
was also domination.
They had
Was there
Metro.
domination?
Yeah, they had domination with no vehicles.
They had something on Metro.
Locker. Do they have locker in there?
I don't remember the map.
I don't remember.
I just remember playing Shanghai.
Well, I remember
over and over
Shanghai.
again.
People would take the building down like right away.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember. I mean, I still had. I was still excited about the game after the beta was over. But I certainly can't say that for Hardline. So,
Well, I remember when the beta very first came out, you had positive things to say about it. It seemed like the first day.
the first day. I mean, the first day my
You
KD.
were excited.
Yeah, it was. I had like a 1.15 KD or whatever, which is not terribly good, but I thought it was decent for a first day. The second night it went down to a 0.83, and now I'm down to a 0.79, and that doesn't bother me as much as my KD is not terribly important, but it's the way I'm being killed, and I posted a video today. That's pretty much every kill cam I get is where.
That was the wall, right?
Yeah, it just
I
shows
saw
a
that.
wall every single time, and I never see an enemy. And in that video, I never saw an enemy. So that's why I wanted to record it, because that's what has been typical, except other than the first night. So I don't know if something's going on with my network or what. So I went ahead and reset everything today. I played for a little bit, but like early this morning. But same experience.
Okay, so you're thinking there's shenanigans afoot with the netcode and Civ.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much I'm getting latency, the latency logo at the top left. It's like 4 little squares. It pretty much stays up there the entire time. I check my speeds and everything's fine. I'm up in the 20 meg, which what I'm supposed to be getting. So something in the game has changed. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah.
Or maybe, but that first night we played a lot of Hotwired. So I don't know.
Yeah, and it was fine. None.
Yeah.
Each night it got worse. Not today. It's rubber banding like crazy.
Oh, so you're getting actual rubber banding and like moonwalking and shit?
We were tonight.
It's just ridiculous how quick you get killed, and never seeing enemy, and
You kill
That's not-
somebody, you get killed.
yeah,
You
it's
kill somebody, you get killed.
rarely ever see
Yeah.
an enemy.
Also,
The rubber banding happened on Hotwire, and Flex and another gentleman with us jumped on. And Hotwire, it wouldn't only just rubber band in a straight linear. It would actually jump the car 20 and 30 feet to one side or the other. Next thing you know, you'd crash.
Yep.
wow.
As soon as you stop, somebody standing there, the enemy, they just pop you one and you're dead.
Yeah.
This was constant for 2 games straight.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay,
the way
so
the way they can snipe you out of a car going, that fast with your nitro going, through the map, and how they're not that good.
you shouldn't be able to snipe somebody who's like hauling ass in a car.
Yeah, it happens
I
every
mean-
game.
It
Every
happens.
game.
Yeah,
that should be like a 1 in a million shot when you get one
Yeah.
of those.
I get them. I'll admit it. I've gotten plenty of them. I mean, just by aiming at the car and taking the shot, and boom, the goot. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the car's flying by, you take one shot and you get the guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
And if you play the objective and I don't know, there's argument about playing the objective, but if you go after the vehicles in Hotwired and you stay in them as long as you can, the way the objective of that mode is, you're going to die a lot. You're going to, unless you get road kills or you luck out and get into a passenger seat and able to knock out another couple cars, But what they're doing now is a lot of your
Ann, could you be quiet, please?
a lot of your people that want, are out there to play the game for the kills, they don't even go in the vehicles. They're just finding a nice quiet corner and blasting cars as they run by, getting 3 and 4 kills at a time.
Right. Now, you could say that this is a beta and, wins and losses aren't motivating people the way they would in, a full game, when they're invested in it. I don't know. Do you think it'll be like that? Or it'll get worse or stay the same? Or that's just for this beta?
Yeah, we've definitely seen it. There's been a lot of blueberries just kind of screwing around with you, too. They'll stand in front of you. They'll chop at you. They'll use their baton, their hammer. So there's a lot of that going on, shenanigans.
Yeah.
And with blueberries, what I've known, blueberries are guys that are on your team, but they're not in your squad. What I notice in blueberries, too, is I try to get into a chopper a lot. And 99% of the time, you're in a gunner seat, and there's a pilot, and he knows his buddy's on their left-hand side, so he's going to keep you pointed out, keep his buddy pointed in so he can get kills. So that's kind of was frustrating. So
people being dicks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, well, it's a video game.
Yeah.
Every video game, people are dicks.
Yeah.
But it's the game's job to not let them be dicks as much as they can. That's where the game's responsibility lies. Blame the game, not the players.
Yeah. But, Battlefield 4, we would, the way we always squatted up, and we have some really good Battlefield 4 players, gamers, and we would get a squad majority of the time, and you would hop into a vehicle with a blueberry, and they'd be doing stupid shit. So we just learned try not to do that. But I don't know. It doesn't seem to have that balance in Hardwire like Battlefield 4 does. I don't know.
Okay, I was confused as all get out on Hardwire. No, not Hardwire. Heist. Okay, Heist. I was like, okay, so it was a confusing objective. I wasn't playing the objective because I didn't have a clue what it was supposed to be. What are you supposed to do in Heist?
Grab that one. I kind of know.
Grab money or something?
Yeah, from what maybe Silent can explain better, but what I saw is you have your robbers have to blow a hole into the vault. They have to steal the money and then take it to, I guess, their
hideout.
Their hideout.
Yeah.
But it was weird. The only map that it's on, the hideout is a van, or not a van, but it's a police. I don't know what it is, but I really didn't play it that much, so I don't know. But basically, you got to steal the money and take it to another destination.
And the cop's job is to stop you from doing that. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like
it's a big cluster. I mean, it's just, at least on that map, it is. It's the one thing I notice is it just depends on who spawns first, because the robbers will be there first, or like I know one of the games we played and I paid attention, the robbers were there, already had a hole blew in it before he even got there.
Yeah.
And that doesn't, maybe that makes sense, but I think the spawn times are going to have something to do with that. And it's just very confusing because I didn't even know who picked up the package, where it went. And next thing you know, there's a chopper in the street and the package is attached to the chopper. There was something where they got to get the chopper to get out.
So were you confused about the actual objective of that game?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely confusing.
Because I couldn't figure out what the hell was supposed to be going on.
I mean, I knew the objective, but I think they have a lot of fine-tuning to do in that mode.
Well, it seems like, okay, you spawn in. It's like if you spawn in the action, it's like there's a giant clusterfuck at one point in the map. Okay, it's like grenades and fire is going on in this one location, and everywhere else there's nothing happening. And I don't know. I was actually doing pretty good. I was getting kills. I was like, I'm not a Battlefield player generally, so I was surprised that I was doing as well as I was. But I wasn't playing the objective. I was just running around trying to kill anybody I could see.
Yeah. I mean, if you can find you a nice quiet alley or a window or something, hell, I mean, yeah, you're gonna get a shitload of kills, but that's not the objective unless you're, defending the loot.
Yeah. Okay, so did you didn't spend a whole lot of time playing the heist mode?
Played it a few times. I would say maybe half a dozen times.
Okay.
Yeah,
What about
I had more than that, but I didn't understand it either. So
yeah, I felt like
I swear to God, I think I was a cop at one point, and I went in and started the drill on the vault and blew the vault up when I was a cop. I don't know how in the fuck that worked, but
I don't know. They have their own equipment, I don't know. It seems like it'll be hard to balance a game like that where you got like two different factions and they have such different objectives and such different equipment and stuff like that. I don't know. What do you think about the cops and robbers thing?
Doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like Battlefield. It feels like a conflict. It feels like a skirmish. It's not a battle.
Yeah. I mean, I've been playing war games since 95 and 95, 98, somewhere in there. 97, I think, is when I got my first one. But, I mean, my shelf is full of war-type PC games. And, that's played Call of Duty for a while with you guys, and back in the very beginning of when I first got my console, and because that's what everybody was doing. And a buddy of mine kept wanting me to try, it was Bad Company 2 or something. And that's when I got into the Battlefield games. I was happy to find that again. And I don't know, the whole I like the battle games, the war games. It doesn't feel right to me anyway. At first I didn't think it would bother me, and Rock and I have been talking about it, and I've seen his posts, and Rock is pretty much, he and I feel about the same about these games. What we want to get out of them.
Right. Well, between you and him, there are no two more Battlefield loving mofos than you guys.
Silent's in there, and we've got a bunch of. I mean, we had some really good guys, and they got turned off Battlefield 4 and went to Destiny. Wackadoodle and Headhunter.
Right. There's a bunch of people that went to Destiny, and they're still playing that shit.
Yeah. So, Battlefield 4 is not perfect. It has its issues, but it feels right to me, and we tend to do well.
Right. So that brings up a point. Okay, so Hardline, are you planning on spending a lot of time playing Hardline, or are you even going to get the game?
I don't know. I'm going to kind of, I go where my friends go. So if there are a bunch that decide to get it, then yeah, I'll get it, but I think Battlefield 4 is going to be my go-to anless another war game similar comes out.
Well, so do you think, I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of people buy Hardline because it's the new game. People just can't help themselves. They buy the new game, but do you think they'll be playing it all year?
No.
I don't.
I think they'll go back to Battlefield 4. I mean, I'm already seeing it in the beta, with a lot of us. We had a full squad, a full party in Battlefield 4 last night. So.
Yeah, I think I was the one. I bailed out first, and I took a normal break, get a drink of water, whatever, get up, stretch. Just didn't feel like coming back to it.
I know Rock's going to get it. He posted today that he was going to get it. So I almost wish he was on here with us to give us the positive side of Hardline, what he sees in it. So, and I kind of think, he's kind of with you, Yam. He's this is the beta, and this, it's not the complete game. It's not going to be everything, but I don't know. It sure scared me away.
Yeah. See, I was worried when we were putting this panel together and we were talking about who was going to be on. I was thinking, It's like, okay, we're going to get Willi and we're going to get Silent. These guys are going to love it. It's like I've got to try and find somebody who's got some stuff bad to say about it, but it doesn't look like that's this case exactly.
Well, you've got 2 hardcore Battlefield 4 players, and it's just 3, and you've got I don't know, just doesn't feel like home.
It doesn't. It doesn't feel right.
Well, I've got a question. Like always, traditionally, they would come out with a Battlefield game, okay, and then that game would be a 2-year game. That's a 2-year game. So, this Christmas time, Battlefield 4 turned 1 year old. So it's like it's halfway through its 2-year cycle. But I guess they killed off Medal of Honor, or it imploded, or it blew up, or something. I guess I was going to ask why did they make Hardline? Like, what were they trying to do?
Good question. I was kind of surprised that it was being developed.
Yeah, it seemed a little odd. This is a quote Battlefield. It has the name Battlefield in it.
Yeah.
Because always before there was like a 2-year cycle. And then on off years, they would do Medal of Honor. And this last year, Medal of Honor just like
cacked.
I think it's done. I think the franchise is finished.
I think I bought that game.
I did too. It was really hard to play the multiplayer.
Yeah, and I traded that sucker in pretty quick, just almost as quick as Destiny.
Yeah, nobody liked that game. Everybody turned on it very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you guys try Destiny?
I have, yeah.
Okay, I played it up to level 21, which that was it. I was like doing the same strikes again. It's like wasn't my bag. It's like I know that a lot of people I know and like, and they are into it. They're still grinding. They're still obsessed with it. So, Silent, did you give it a try?
Oh, I gave it. And I'll be the first, just because it's who I am is just to give everything kind of a fair shake. If I want to try it, I'm gonna give it a fair shake, and I did. I played up to level 28, 29 for a month and a half with all the guys. A lot of us that we know, and it just lost interest in it. It did not keep my interest, and it doesn't take a lot to keep my interest, but especially when you're playing with guys in co-oping, but running the same missions, like you said, Yam. The same missions over and over again. It didn't have an open world feel. Then I guess they started you keep layering on different layers of bad guys. Instead of level 20, now they're level 24. It's the same thing over and over and over again in hopes that something drops and you get to pick it up and it gets you something a little bit better.
Right. If you get enough shards.
Yeah, shards and orbs of light and glimmer. So I don't know. It's fun. The graphics were great. It's a good concept.
It must have something. It must have something because it really has grabbed people. And they're firmly in its hold. I think it's like a cult.
Yeah, and that's why I have a hard time saying anything bad about it. Just because my experience wasn't as well as theirs. I can't say if it's a good game or bad game, but it just didn't have it for me. It didn't have what I was looking for. Yeah, obviously, it does for a lot, and that's what this is about. What makes you happy and what helps you relax and forget about all the other shit. So. Destiny was okay. I felt it was pretty much unbalanced when you.
Did you try the multiplayer?
The only thing I ever did was run with this little fire team, and when I could find somebody to help. The problem is when I had played, I didn't get that much time into it, so. These guys were all these different worlds, and I can only go to a couple places, and they didn't want to come
higher
back.
Levels. Yeah,
I think Silent came back a couple times just to help me out, but as long as it turns some people on, more power to them. But it just didn't do it for me.
Yeah. Well, the multiplayer, the objective games and shooting opponents, live opponents, that just really didn't do it for me at all. I actually despised it. I hated it.
Yeah.
So if it had that, maybe I could have got more into it, but I just didn't get into that at all.
I couldn't do the multiplayer because of that one-shot shit, man. It was just like bullshit.
Yeah, it's like I couldn't handle it. It's like
those floating witches, man. They kicked my ass.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
I couldn't do anything to them.
All right, so you've got another year left where you're more or less, it looks like you're looking at Battlefield 4 as your game, probably. People might take a little.
I think I'll still be playing in a year. The one thing that has happened though, and I don't know if Silent, were you on with this last night, Silent? Yeah, you were. What has happened is all of your, I don't know, I should say, really good players and all those people, Brazilians and out of region, they've all gone to Hardline. So what we're left are all these low-level guys.
Scrubby dubbies.
Yeah, scrubby dubbies. And, I mean, there were a few in there. Like last night, there was one server. It was a clan that we were playing against. And we hopped out of that game. We weren't doing too bad. Hopped out of their game and hopped into Silence. And they were just annihilating the other team. And we popped in, and it's one of those nights when you just didn't want to log off because everybody was doing so well.
So you're wrecking.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
They were good, smooth games.
Yeah, they were smooth
games.
They were,
and it wasn't all like level 1 to 20 on the other side either. It was just good, smooth games. And we know that. I mean, we're not the best of players, but we know we should go over even and be able to cap flags without getting mysterious wall kills and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it still happens, but it was good.
Wasn't happen. I mean, it didn't happen too much in that server last night. I mean, it was pretty smooth.
And there's a lot of people that's moved over. I mean, I'm looking right now, and there's 82,000 on PS4 Hardline compared to 28,000 on Battlefield 4 for PS4. They've all moved over.
Yeah.
Wow. So how many people are playing Hardline right now?
On the PS4, 82,000.
That seems to be a pretty large amount of people. That seems to be a pretty healthy dose of folks. I mean, but it is an open beta. Everybody with a machine can play.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got stats. What is it? All PC, PS3, 4, 360, Xbone.
How many people are playing on Xbone?
81 right now.
Oh, so it's comparable to PS4.
Yeah, that surprises me. It really does.
I would have thought it'd be a lot lower.
I thought it'd be lower too.
Okay. So what about Battlefield 4, PS4 versus Xbone?
28 and 25,000.
Oh, they're closer than I would have thought too.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's always been the PlayStation has always been for the Battlefield, even within our clan. The PlayStation's always been for Battlefield. Xbox was always Call of Duty. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I did. I noticed that.
Yeah.
But there's some exclusive sort of deal with the publisher with Xbox One. I think they're getting some sort of a advanced. They got some sort of advanced thing on Battlefield 4 too.
Yeah, they did. You're right, because they got didn't they get the DLC a little bit earlier? I think.
Right, they got some sort of a earlier DLC.
Yeah,
it's just like Call of Duty, but
it wasn't much. It was like 3 or 4 days, I think, or even a week.
Right,
may have been a week.
But it didn't do the intended purpose of making the Xbox the preferred Battlefield platform. I think more or less, PlayStation people are more associated with Battlefield. And probably Call of Duty is more associated with Xbox.
Yeah.
Now my game is Halo, and I think more people play it on the Xbox than PlayStation. That's a joke. It's an Xbox game. It's just it's like
Oh, it's not even on PlayStation.
Right. It's just Xbox. It always has
I didn't
been.
know that because I had considered. I was like, should I buy that game?
Should I get Halo?
Yeah.
Well, if you had Xbox, I would not recommend that you get the Halo Master Chief Collection. It's not working.
Well, yeah, and I had brought. I think it was in Twitter. I think I had asked you about it or something, and I never did get the full story on that. But so the game just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's 3 months in. It's 3 months in. In a couple of days, it'll be officially 3 months, and it is still not working. People will sit and waiting in the lobby for 30 minutes trying to get a game. There's shenanigans afoot. There's stuff going wrong. It's like it's just not working, and the Halo players are pretty messed up about it. I mean, it's like we're like I calling it Halo orphans. Okay, so we have to go to our fallback game because Halo has abandoned us, It's left us in the cold. So it's like we could always go back to Xbox 360 and play Halo 4, or you could even go back further and play Reach or Halo 3.
Yeah.
But the player numbers on all those are very, very low. I mean, super low.
Huh.
So my fallback game right now is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I fucking hated Ghosts. I quit Ghosts very, very early on, but I'm actually enjoying Advanced Warfare. But I'm wanting my Halo fix, and we're going to have to wait virtually a year before Halo 5 comes out.
Yep.
That's sad for a franchise. I mean, because I haven't been first-person gaming for, maybe 4 or 5 years now, but I still knew about Halo for many years. It's an iconic
sad game. It's an iconic game.
Sounds like Sniper Elite 3 when it came out. Nobody could get into.
Oh, and I'm going to stand up for just a second. I'll be right back.
But in Sniper Elite, you couldn't get into multiplayer hardly. You'd sit there and wait, or be with your buddies, and it gets separated. Now that's a smaller developer, but they still, they actually fixed it.
Yeah,
they did fix it.
Yeah, they did.
They fixed it a little late, and it didn't have staying power, but.
Well, how long did it take for them to fix it? Weeks or months or what?
I think 2 weeks. 2
weeks? Oh, my God. The Master Chief Collection was so messed up. 2 weeks later, it's like, oh, my God.
This was my first experience.
Oh, wow. Combat Evolved on the PC.
On the PC, but wait a minute. Look at the price.
$19.99.
Oh, wow.
Brand new. Yeah.
Wow.
That was my first experience of Halo. So I don't know how many years ago that was.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're OG, man.
I played Halo back in the day.
You got cred.
Hey, speaking of OG, where the fuck is Pico?
Yeah, good question. We need to bring that up in
Yeah, we do. Like,
Pico, where are you, man?
See, I've got a few people's phone numbers and stuff for texting, but I don't have Pico.
Don't have Picos either.
Yeah.
You're not gaming with him either.
No, I haven't seen him in ages. I don't know what he's up to.
Did he upgrade to the next gen?
Yeah.
What did he get?
X-Bone.
The X-Bone.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I saw him on. It's been months.
Monkey Turd. It was when we were still doing Monkey Turd.
Yeah. Yeah, Ghost managed to kill Monkey Turd. It went for years. Monkey Turd went for years, and Ghost managed to kill it.
Silent, do you know who Pico is? He's one of the founders.
I've heard the name around.
Pico's the one of the founders of Sub 1. There was like four guys.
Yeah, and he's just
Yam Corey, Pony,
yeah,
Pico.
Yeah. Anywho, he was kind of like the moral, conscience of Sub 1 in some ways. I thought
nicest guy you ever meet. Well,
yeah, I met him in person. We had corned beef in L.A.
Well, he lives out there by you.
Yeah. Yeah, we went running around, snorting blow and doing hookers and just kidding.
Some GTA action. Huh?
It sounded like GTA. Yeah. we robbed some folks and stomped some grannies.
Careful, Fletcher, blow your other shoulder.
Yeah.
Seems to be a lot of action going on in games. I know Mango was just asking on the forums about, Assassin's Creed, just getting some feedback on it. And I was telling him, matter of fact, I was talking to him last week, we're playing a game, but even in Black Flag, there's prostitutes, and you can go get a drink at the bar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, there's some feminists who would probably take issue with some of that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, was that Duke Nukem that used to have the strippers dancing on the I don't know what they were, little circles? They were pretty smoking hot back in the day.
Yeah, and then you'd go up and talk to them, and then you'd throw money at them, and they'd flash you.
Yeah, Duke Nukem is not exactly a politically correct game, and definitely, a lot of the games out now, like Grand Theft Auto,
your balls, your face, I don't care.
You can do a hooker, and then you can shoot her brains out.
Yeah, I never let my son buy that game. He had always wanted it, but never let him. He got pissed off, and so then he turned 18, bought GTA 5, and sold it a week later.
Well, that's a game with some staying power. There's a lot of YouTube channels that are still making that content, and they're doing very well.
Yeah.
So there's still some interest in that game.
Yeah.
And it came back out, like they reissued it next gen, and it sold well all over again. So, anywho, the next big game for the Battlefield franchise, I don't think is so much Hardline as Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah, I saw someone mention that today. I'm going to YouTube that, because if that's something similar to what we're doing now, who knows? That may be my next game. But
well, to say that there's people anticipating it would be a massive understatement. I mean, people are like they're frothing at the mouth waiting for this game.
Yeah.
Saying, fucking EA, you better not fuck this up.
Well, that's been said. That's been said many times, though.
When is the release date on that?
It's this Christmas season. I know that.
Oh,
has it actually been announced, Flex? The actual release date?
I thought it was holiday season 2015.
Yeah. The usual time when all the big games come out. Like November.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we'll see how long they've been working on it, because with the whole Hardline, it's been 15 months since Battlefield 4 came out, and we can kind of go back to the conversation. It just doesn't feel finished.
Right. Well, It was supposed to be coming out in holiday 2014. Yep. That was the original plan, and then they delayed it, which hopefully that means whatever problems, there would be a more finished game. That would be more ready to go, because they had extra time to bake it into a nice crispy crust.
Yeah, I don't know if they have time to fix anything.
I don't think they do.
Well, It's going to be a short game, because it's like, all right, so its effective life is up till Star Wars Battlefront, I would say, and then it's pretty much toast, so it's getting a late start.
And it's a dice game. It'll be interesting to see what changes they make.
Yeah. So Star Wars is going to be using the DICE Frostbite engine.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they're gonna incorporate that and what the shit's going to look like. And are you going to be doing real Star Wars-y looking stuff?
Yeah, but see, that goes back to the type of game that I like. I don't want all the futuristic weapons, But that's just me. But I go where my friends go.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure it's going to be laser beams and stuff like that.
It's very rare that I'll sit here. See, I game in our office, and my Xbox is right here, and my laptop and all that. We got a TV, so I'll sit here and watch TV. But my PlayStation will be on. But I rarely ever play by myself. Now, a lot of times Silent gets on not long after I do, and then we'll usually party up first. But that's just I can only game with friends. That's what my true enjoyment is.
So you're not a lone wolf kind of guy at all.
No.
Oh,
Never have
it
been.
never fails. You pop on, and I may be playing a game solo and don't create a party, and next thing you know, there's Willie sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, when I get home, the first thing I do when I get home, I walk in here, I power up my laptop, power up my PS4, go change, let the dogs out, start some dinner. So it's always on. But I usually don't get on till 7:30, 8 o'clock. Typically, if I see a big party out there a little bit earlier, I'll pop in. But usually that's kind of like my family time. And by 8 o'clock, everybody's getting settled. My wife's, watching her shows, and my son is between work and school. And so a lot of times it's on, but I'm not always here.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the next gen, the introduction of the PS4 and the Xbox One has kind of splintered us up a little. Do you remember the glory days when it's like
everybody,
like Call of Duty, you couldn't, like, we had to like, we don't have enough slots because it's full.
Yeah.
We have to have two lobbies going.
We would fill the game. I mean,
we'd fill the whole game on both sides.
The game, both sides.
Yeah. And it was like that all the time. And then when Battlefield was really, really big over there, it was like everybody was playing it. It's like now it seems like all the games are splintered. There's not you can't hook up with big parties anymore. It just doesn't seem like it happens much. Not like it once did.
Yeah. See, back then we just did game chat. We didn't do a party chat. I mean, we did a party chat, but when we filled the lobbies, then we switched to game chat.
Game chat, yeah.
And
because the party chat wouldn't let you have as many people as you could pack into a lobby.
That was the true split. I mean, all the 360 guys were Call of Duty, and majority of the PS4 guys or PS3 guys were Battlefield. There was a small pocket. I think we had. Wasn't there like Major League and
there was a little bit of crossover. A couple of PS guys were playing COD, and a couple of Xbox guys were playing Call of Duty.
I don't remember any Xbox guys playing Battlefield. I don't remember any.
I did.
Who? Oh, did you play it?
Yeah, I did. Some.
Or Bad Company, I guess. Bad Company 2. I think I joined in.
That I don't remember.
I think I joined in the clan when it was kind of in between the two. I think Battlefield 3 was just coming out or something.
Yeah, well, when you joined the clan, Modern Warfare 3 was the big game.
Yeah.
It had just come out, and it was like everybody was playing it. All my friends on the Xbox were playing it.
Yeah. I was in crap for about a month before it, maybe a little more than a month before it crapped out. And but yeah, I think we were playing Modern Warfare 3 at the time, and we had a league going then.
Yeah, we had a league, and we that's when we figured out how to pack a lobby where you have the entire, both sides, and it was very popular. Everybody was really enjoying it. It was like kind of a combination of Monkey Turd, but you were ranking up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Me and Lucky ran it.
Yeah, and we could keep most of the randoms out.
Yeah. Well, we don't have enough people to play Call of Duty. Most of the time, if I'm playing Call of Duty, I'm playing solo, or I'm playing with Flex, or I'm playing with my sister. That's it.
Yeah.
Just about. Nobody in Sub 1 is fucking playing Call of Duty.
Huh.
Not like it used to be.
No. You got a lot of those guys playing Destiny.
Yeah. And Battlefield 4. I mean, we got a shitload of guys playing Battlefield 4 still. Not
as many as there was.
Not many as there was.
Destiny ripped off a few of them.
But we've got probably 8 to 10 guys that don't come to the site. I mean, there's a couple of them that registered, but I haven't seen them, interaction. So
right, but then you got guys that were hardcore, super hardcore, like Shiz and Dinjoga.
Yeah, lost them. SM.
And I said, yeah, those guys are not there anymore.
Now, Robert Fett has PS4 with Battlefield 4, but I've seen him one time. I think he's been busy with family stuff.
Yeah,
So.
it's just not like the good old days. It's not like the good old days anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still having fun. We got a great group of people on Battlefield 4.
All about the fun, baby.
Yeah.
That's it. So is there any other news in the... Oh, here's a piece of news. Just happened right before this podcast started. Did you guys hear Bruce Jenner...
Bruce Jenner got a car accident.
Was involved in it.
Yeah.
A fatality was there, too. A 4-car accident.
Wow.
And there was a fatality. And he might be getting investigated for possible manslaughter. I mean, they're talking about investigating it. It's like there's 4 parties involved. And he wasn't hurt. He wasn't hurt at all. There was 1 fatality, and I think 5 people were put in the hospital.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Did he was he the cause of the accident, or they're just investigating?
We don't know that. They're investigating that. We don't know at all yet what happened. But it happened on the Pacific Coast Highway. I saw pictures right by the ocean, very picturesque. Right by the coast. Anyhow, it's like, I don't know if you guys are up on Bruce Jenner, but former greatest athlete in the world, winner of the 1976 decathlon. Arguably the greatest athlete in the world.
Wants to be a chick.
He wants to be a chick.
Yeah. At least that's what the news is saying.
Right, and there's going to be at least up until this accident. I mean, I don't know if this has any effect on it, but there's supposed to be a reality show about his transition.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
One of the many shows you won't see me watching.
Now, see, this is an issue that I have. This has sort of like a connection with me because my own sister is transgendered. So
yeah.
So watch what you say. Watch what you say now. Don't.
I have no issues with that.
Yeah. But it's interesting. I mean, he makes, Bruce Jenner a chick. Did you see the muscles on that guy back in the day?
They did a side by side back then, and what was it? Showed him on the Wheaties box. And what was the current one? Fruit Loops. It had him on with his new picture.
Fruit Loops. That's cold.
Yeah,
that's cold.
It was on Facebook.
Figures.
Well, he doesn't look at all like he did because he's had lots of facial surgery.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know if he looks like a woman, but he definitely does not look like he used to look.
Yeah, he looks different.
Now, see, I always kind of had a dislike for Bruce Jenner just because of his connection to the Kardashians. It's like I couldn't give a rat's ass about the Kardashians.
I don't understand why they're even on TV. I mean, I don't know. I know
they're famous for being famous.
Well, I know the connection of their dad wasn't he O.J. Simpson's lawyer or something?
Yeah,
but that's it. I mean, what? And other than Kim Kardashian sex tape,
and she's married to Kanye.
And,
and they've had the Keeping Up with the Kardashians reality show that's been going on for years now.
It's a train wreck, and I guess that's why people are attached to it.
Yeah, they can't look away, man.
Yeah, well, you can't open a tabloid without the Kardashians in there.
Yeah.
And like it or not, people love those tabloids.
Yeah, you got a famous parent or something like that, and then you got the media, the paparazzi, kind of just looking to see that you screw up. You screw up a couple times, and then you're famous for screwing up. Doing something stupid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
the whole Paris Hilton thing too.
Paris Hilton. What's that chick that was the redhead? She was in The Parent Trap.
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan, yeah. And you got pop stars like Justin Bieber. You know, he's like kind of a bad boy.
There's a reason I'm good at Trivia Crack. I don't watch all those shows.
Are you on Trivia Crack, Willie?
Yes, I am.
Oh my God, I am too. I love that game. We've got to play.
You will not win.
Oh heck, I'm like 16-3. I've got a pretty good record.
I watch nothing but History Channel and Discovery and National Geographic, and I don't know. I think it'd be pretty good competition.
Okay, all right.
I'll send you an invite.
I'll send you my Trivia Crack name, and yeah, we got to play because
Right.
I love playing Trivia Crack. You know,
do
it's
too.
so cool. You can just play the game like in your spare time. You know, if you can answer like right then, you do. But if you're busy, you can just like I'll come back to it and I'll answer it later. It's kind of like playing chess by mail.
It's frustrating as hell though, because you'll have a question, and I got it the other day. What flag does this belong to? What country? And it was the United States flag. I'm like, well, and then my next question was, who is the author of Gone with the Wind? It was just, the questions are so
They're kind of all over the map.
yeah, some of them are very obvious, and others are like, who in the hell would know this?
Right.
So, and then the 3 and out kills me every time. When you answer your third question, you get to the fourth one to get your trophy, and you get it wrong. It's like, damn.
I know.
And it
I have
resets
got
me.
some amazing luck. Sometimes when you spin, you get to do a trophy.
Yeah.
You can try for a trophy right then, and I have had such good luck on that.
That'll end. Yeah, I did too in the beginning. I'm level 63, I think now, and that doesn't happen too often. So something definitely changes. I can't tell you when, but the questions change, and also the frequency of your trophy spins change. Changes.
Yeah. So who are you playing with? Who's your opponents on that?
There's like 13, 14 women that I play. My wife and friends, and so yeah. And I got like one guy, 2 guys I play. That's it.
Wow. So Willie beating up on chicks.
Yeah, I like it. And there's a couple of little ones. They're kids. A couple of them have little girls who wanted to play me, so I play them. But yeah.
Well, you know what I hate is for one thing, being old like us is not a disadvantage on Trivia Crack. It is not a disadvantage.
You're a wealth
overall.
of useless information.
Right. Every month, every year that you're alive, you acquire more knowledge.
Yeah.
And it's like that's what Trivia Crack, is going to test you on. But there are some things. They'll ask questions about Katy Perry or Justin Bieber or Harry Potter, stuff like that's not in my wheelhouse. And then the younger folks are at more of an advantage.
Yeah. So it does kind of balance out.
Yeah, but science and history and geography, it's like, come at me, bro.
Hey, I want to go play some Battlefield 4.
All right. Well, I'm going to send you my my Trivia Crack thing.
Okay, you do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I may have to get on that too. Something else to do.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, you can do it while you're at work and just like, you don't have to intensely do it. You can just do it, answer your turn until your turn's over, and then like, you can come back to it 3 hours later or a day later, in fact.
Yeah, that would be me. It would be.
You have 3 days.
Work's too busy.
You have 3 days to answer.
Yeah.
Well,
so
you have 3 days to play. Your answer time, once you click on, the question, that part is timed. But you get like 20 seconds maybe.
Have you ever bought anything from their site, like extra lives or coins or? No, me neither. I think that's cheating.
Yeah, I have on Candy Crush. I bought. I just hit level 800 today.
Okay, you got it here first. BPU scoops the world. Willie plays Candy Crush.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like talk about burying the headline.
Well, you don't think I go to work and work, do you?
Hell no.
Man,
I
need
know.
one of those jobs.
I
Yeah.
have a very easy job, but can be, there's times where I have to be there 14 hours, but for the most part, it's a fairly easy job. But I don't know. It's very up and down. One day we might not have much. It really depends on what our tenants. So I'm in maintenance, so tenants send us work requests, and so in between work requests, we can either do, keep ourselves busy, find busy work, or we can, fuck around. But our buildings are pretty. We keep them in pretty good shape, so
Yeah.
we don't have to spend a lot of time on them.
Oh, cool.
I don't know. It's hard to explain, but
All right. So we don't want to keep you guys from getting on there. Oh, what happened?
I have no idea.
Clap on, clap on.
Oh well, I'm not gonna figure it out. You still see me? Here, do this.
I can still see you good enough here. Like, we're just about done. So
Here.
there you go. Cool. He's back.
Wow.
It looks
So-
like a ghost.
Yeah, he is. The ghost of Willie.
There.
So if you're still watching Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 136. Thank you, sir, kind madam. Get a life. So, I've been your co-host, Yam Juice.
And I have been your co-host, Flex,
we-
93X Rocks.
That's right, it does. Yeah! And we would like to thank our special guest for this Battlefield Hardline beta panel. We'd like to thank on the right part of your screen, Mr. Silent. Yeah! Thank you, sir.
Oh, you're welcome.
And then on the left, the inimitable, none other than Mr. Willie Shot You. Okay, so you guys know how this goes. You're not noobs.
It's a distance thing here.
Without a hitch. We'll try doing it on Connect. That's hilarious. Anyway, so there's only one thing left to do. Take us out, Mr. Flex. Bloop.